Hi, this presentation has been put together to showcase and discuss the Let's Talk online campaign's progression over the last few weeks. Let's Talk is an online campaign that aims to educate and create awareness on anxiety in order for people to have the right tools to be able to help each other. This campaign will run over 5 weeks and will utilize online platforms such as website, emails, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook in order to get the message out. Content varies from lighthearted memes to more in-depth articles. The website is the home base for the campaign. The main content is in the form of blogs, and the site contains all of the social media channels. The site has kept fairly simple in its structure, with only 4 pages. They include a homepage, blog page, about page, and a contact page. The colours have been chosen specifically in order to appeal to a wider audience, as the demographic includes both men and women. An improvement I want to make on the site is to add social media widgets to help connect all platforms and create consistency. A more detailed about page with some added facts will also be helpful for those wanting to find out more information on the campaign. According to Google Analytics, the website has had 17 sessions so far with 63 page views at an average of 3.71 pages viewed per session. A bounce rate of 35.29%, with the most viewed page being the home page, with the most users coming from Australia. While all of these numbers are low, the most concerning figure is the average session duration, which is only 59 seconds. This is understandable when you take into account the homepage was unavailable until recently. So this result makes sense, as I'm sure most people clicked off once they realised it wouldn't load properly. These statistics have shown me where I need to improve upon. The main issue is lack of engagement, as I need to encourage more people to the site via the social media channels. The first step is to simply increase the amount of content. Having more regular updates with more engaging features should help increase some of these statistics. For example, posting longer and more detailed content on the site rather than on Facebook with links to it from the social pages is a good way to prolong the average session time. As I've had issues with the construction of the site, with the homepage not being visible or working properly, it makes it a little difficult to get a true understanding of the user journey and statistics so far. Looking at the stats, it shows the site having 65% new users with 35% returning. I understand that a large portion of these returning visitors could be Swinburne based, especially taking into account the technical difficulties I have faced. It will be interesting to see how these statistics will develop now that the site is up and running properly. It is interesting that the desktop views are much higher than the mobile views, but again, I think it's safe to assume a lot of the users are coming from Swinburne and are therefore more likely to be using a computer. This aside, increasing the social media channels engagement will be a good way to help improve the mobile views percentage, taking into account how people use these types of platforms. According to the statistics, I've only had one referral, which has come from Instagram. This doesn't surprise me too much, as the platform has had the most success out of all of them. That being said, I am most surprised at the lack of Facebook engagement. I had initially thought that Facebook would be the #1 platform for this campaign, but so far it has proven me otherwise. There are many improvements to be made overall, which these stats have showcased. The main improvement will be sticking to a more regular schedule for posting content. Due to the difficulties of constructing the site in the first place, it had pushed me back in regards to content creation. Now that that issue has been resolved, I can focus my attention on creating more and better quality posts. The post will visually be more interesting with better use of hashtags. The content will be more of a snippet of info with links to the site for more detailed content in order to increase site traffic and engagement. I'm not happy with the content created so far, especially in regards to the photography and typography of the posts. So increasing the quality will hopefully have a positive impact. The EDM part of the campaign definitely can be improved. I have 5 subscribers currently, but only 2 out of these emails were actually opened with no clicks. A big area in which I can improve upon is creating a more interesting subject line, as they have been possibly been too generic so far. As far as subscriptions go, I will create an incentive, such as a PDF on tips on how to calm someone down. This will hopefully encourage people to sign up. This incentive will also be advertised across the social media channels, which could possibly increase site traffic. The visual aspect of the actual EDM could also be have some improving. It is a little too simple, and I think making the visuals more fun will help to increase clicks. Here is a look at some of the key statistics of the social media channels. Twitter has an amazing number of impressions at 5.5 thousand, but unfortunately it hasn't translated to much engagement, as you can see, with only 7 followers. Instagram is much more lively with 95 impressions and 28 followers. Facebook has been the most disappointing with 5 followers and 12 page views in total. Facebook has been difficult in regards to promoting the page. I need to have a look at more of the hashtags to help spread the word of the campaign. Overall, it's pretty poor with little to no engagement. As you can see, the new goals are only slightly above what is already achieved and is unlikely to jump up very quickly. As for improvements, just like with all the social media channels and website, the page needs more regular posts and posts that are more exciting visually and topically. I intend to try and use my own personal friends list on Facebook to help promote the page and see if I can get the ball rolling that way. Instagram has had the most consistent success with 28 followers, but unfortunately has only resulted in 3 actions this week alone. It needs to increase, and I think it will be easiest on this platform compared to the others due to its consistency so far. Twitter is quite difficult in the sense of having such minimal room to post content. Overall, the followers are incredibly low in comparison to the impressions. Therefore, the content needs to stand out more. I need to change how I link things here as well, as the link itself is taking up too much room per post. This will allow me to add more interesting titles and captions, which will hopefully stand out more to people. Thank you.